Create an assessment. In this video, we will show you how to create an assessment. From the Assessment Company dashboard, select the assessment icon in the sidebar on the left-hand side of the screen. It is depicted by an icon of a box and pencil. The Create Assessment screen will appear with a drop-down field for you to select a client. Click on the arrow and choose the client you want to create the assessment for. The properties for the selected client will be displayed in the list. Please note that the properties with the padlock symbol already have a fire risk assessment in progress, and you cannot start another one until the assessment is completed. The list details the property code and also if properties are part of a site. By clicking the site column, you will group the properties by site name. This list details the town where the property is based, the square meterage, how many assessments the property has had to date, and what stage the property is at within the assessment process. All properties should have a square meterage listed. If the square meterage isn't listed or is incorrect, you must edit the property details with the correct information. You can filter the property list to find properties that have not yet had an assessment, are all ready for a revisit, are with the assessor, or where the assessment has already started. In this example, we will select New. This will show properties that have not had an assessment carried out. Again, you can group by site or use the buttons along the top to select all or deselect all. You can check the boxes next to each individual property to select multiple properties or individual properties. In this example, we will select one property for assessment. Once you've selected properties that you wish to include in the assessment, you can decide if you want to make them part of a project. The green circle with the information symbol provides details of functionality or explanations on how to use a particular area. You then assign the assessment type you wish the assessor to carry out. There are 6 choices: standard intrusive, standard non-intrusive, and residential property types 1 through 4. For more information on each assessment type, click on the information symbol. Please ensure you select the correct assessment type you wish to be carried out. Different types may incur different costs, and the assessor will see different information on the device depending on the assessment type selected. You can set your publish target. This will set a target for how quickly you wish to release the assessment to the property owner once the assessor has completed the assessment on the device. This would be the number of days it would take you to complete the quality control for that assessment. In this example, we will set it to 3 days and then select Create One Assessment. The assessment will then move on to the next stage of planning, purchase or assign licenses. In this section, you can see next to each property the square meterage you have entered and the number of credits it will cost to carry out an assessment for that property. In this example, we are showing each property costing 5 credits for the standard license. If you select the license type button, you go through to the pricing section explaining the costs by license type. Select the license type that meets your requirements and you are taken back to the Assign License section. Select the location that you wish to assign licenses for and the system will show you how many credits they will cost, how many credits you have available, and if you require any additional credits. In this example, we are showing a shortfall of 8 credits. To increase the number of credits, simply select Purchase Credits. Select the package that you require from the left-hand side or enter an amount in the number of credits box on the right. The more credits you buy at one time, the larger the discount. The number of credits box will default to the number required for the assessments selected. Enter purchase order reference and click Checkout. You'll be taken to the credit card section powered by Stripe. Enter your credit card details in the required fields and select Pay. You will see that a number of available credits has increased, and you can now select Allocate License. The assessment will then move to the next section, Assign Assessors. Select the property or properties you wish to allocate to the assessor, then use the drop-down menu to show all the assessors you have loaded onto the system. Select the assessor you wish to assess the property, select it and click Assign Assessment. Move to Plan Dates. Use the black calendar icons at the side of both of the planned start date and end date to enter your target completion dates. Select the property or properties you wish to be assessed within those target dates, and then press the green Set Date button. The final stage is to release the assessment to the assessors. Select the location you wish to release, then press the green Release Assessment button. The assessment will show on the assessor's device within minutes, as long as they are on the internet. If they are not connected to the internet, the assessment will appear the next time they are. Although we have only demonstrated the Create Assessment process, planning just one assessment, you can follow the same process creating multiple assessments at the same time.